Which one is more romantic? A, two people kissing, or B, two people who have known each other their whole lives stare into each other's eyes longingly. They both know their crimes against humanity are shared on each other's shoulders. While their actions were to better their own country, it led to devastation across the world, hurting, killing hundreds, no, millions of innocent people. Both of them knew they would never be forgiven, so one of them decided that only one of them should take all the blame of 1 million deaths on his shoulders, and his shoulders alone. That way, the other can live a peaceful and quiet life. But as they stared into each other's eyes, they knew a secret that history books will never say. That both of them killed millions. While the other was about to face the death in matters of seconds, they both made an agreement. They will be together forever in hell, waiting for one another. Burning together for their sins against humanity. Then they both embraced into each other's arms, each other's warmth, while the other was slowly taken by the cold hands of death. So, which one do you think was more romantic? A or B? If you said B, well then, you agree with me. Eren x Armin should have been Endgame. If you disagree with me, well then let me explain. And I'm making a prediction now that some smartass in the comments is going to be like, I answered A. Well then click out of this video, get out, get lost. Anyways, I have so many reasons why I think Eren and Armin definitely had a romantic relationship. They definitely had a crush on each other, and you can't convince me otherwise. And it was literally the strongest relationship in all of AOT. Change my mind. Well, what about Ymir and King Fritz? Bro, she's a freaking victim. I'm talking about healthy relationships. Anyways, there are so many times when these two just blush around each other. Like, what the fuck? I don't even blush when I'm meeting up with my friend who I've known each other since I was in 7th grade. Okay? I don't blush when I see my friends. I don't hold hands with my friends. No one does that. Except Eren and Armin. Like, why are you locking fingers with your bestie while you're blushing? That's romantic. Armin, you ain't getting past this one. Armin is literally so flamboyant. I mean, like, have you seen the official art? This art is canon if it's official. Like, why you doing that, baby? Why you doing that? What straight man locks fingers with their best friend and blushes? That's right. That's right. Armin is literally drowning in the denial river right now. Get out of that goddamn river. You were drowning, baby girl. Some of you might say I'm just a crazy fujoshi. They're straight. Why can't they just be friends? Okay, let me answer those complaints right now. Yes, you can be friends. However, there's a big difference between romantic relationship and platonic relationships. Connie and Sasha are platonic. Jean and Eren are platonic. Mikasa and Sasha are platonic. Reiner and Bert are platonic. Ymir and Historia? We all know what they are. They're in love with each other. And this is a great point, too. If Ymir and Historia are, like, canonically, like, lovers, and everyone's okay with it, like, there was no point in AOT where, like, someone walks up to Ymir and Historia and be like, you're going to hell, all those gays burn in hell, that's where you belong. There is no point in AOT where there's, like, an ounce of homophobia. Have any of y'all noticed that? There is no homophobia and there is no sexism in AOT. No one questions Mikasa being a strong woman. No one says to Mikasa, go back to the kitchen. No one at AOT says gays burn in hell. There is no sexism and there is no homophobia that exists in AOT lore. And Ymir and Historia, they're happy together until she died. But my point is, Eren and Armin know that it's legal, so why aren't they dating? Anyways, you see what I'm saying? But there are friendships, and then there are Eren and Armin. Okay, this is literally a bigger situationship than anything else. Okay, the dynamic and relationship of these two is literally so complex. I'll get back to this pool scene later, but let me explain it from season 1 all the way down to season 4. I'm gonna stay hydrated with all the yapping I do. First, they are way too damn touchy with each other, and they cry a lot when they're around each other. I get that they are best friends, but when Sasha got hurt in season 3, literally no one cried for her. Damn, Hanji lost an eye and no one cried that much. Literally no one. But when precious baby boy Armin gets hurt, when precious baby boy Eren gets hurt, who comes flocking the way? Who comes flocking their way? Yes, Armin and Eren are on the verge of tears whenever they get hurt. They're always like, oh, are you okay? Are you okay? Oh God, I'm so worried about you. I'm so happy that you're okay. Like, you are, like, look at this. Like, when my best friend gets hurt, I laugh at them, okay? But, like, when my lover gets hurt or something like that, I'll be like, oh my God, are you okay? You know what I mean? Like, no one fucking does that with their best friend. Everyone laughs at their best friend when they get hurt. But when, like, your partner gets hurt, you'll be worried about them. Oh, but they are just childhood best friends. Eren didn't give a fuck when he permanently scarred Mikasa. Eren attacked her. And he didn't say sorry. He didn't give her a hug. He didn't say, are you okay? He didn't do any of that. Eren was just like,
apparently it's all true. When I was a Titan, I tried to kill Mikasa.
Apparently, as in you don't remember whether you did or not?
Not yet, but that's right.
She's the victim here. You permanently scarred that woman. Dude, he did not care about that woman, okay? This whole cabin scene, that wasn't Eren's imagination. That was Mikasa's imagination. Mikasa was the one imagining all that shit, okay? That shit was fake. My man died a virgin. Throughout the whole story, Eren and Armin had a kind of care for each other that was just beyond friendship and beyond how anyone cared about each other in this entire series. Armin was his number one, period. In season 3, he was crying his poor little eyes out when Armin was, dying. Yes, Mikasa was crying too and begging for Armin to get the serum, but who didn't give up? Eren was literally dragged away, still fighting, kicking, and screaming for Armin to be saved. Do you see the difference? Mikasa realized that while she too is his bestie, at some point you just had to let go. At some point you just have to let go of things. Eren realized that he loved Armin in that scene and that there was no one else like him. No one else in this entire world that is like him. That's the moment where he realized, I'm in love with Armin and I will fight anyone in order to save him. Are we watching the same fucking show? Like did you watch the show like just audio only? Because, like, the way they would just care about each other is like no other friendship in this entire show. I would argue that Connie and Sasha have a little bit of a care for each other. I mean, the way he was carrying Sasha when she was, like, got knocked out. Like, that's a lot of care. But that doesn't happen as often as Eren and Armin do. The way these two care about each other is like no other. Like, there are so many scenes in season 1 where they are blushing around each other, and this scene in particular is what really sparked my interest and really go, oh my God, they're in love with each other. It's this scene right here in season 1 where Jean says to Armin,
Not gonna lie, the way you clung to Eren like a security blanket all the time used to really creep me out. But I always knew you were brilliant.
Okay, thank you.
Did you hear that? Literally everyone in the entire show realizes that Armin and Eren just cling on to each other like a security blanket, like a secured relationship, like a romantic relationship. Anybody else with me? Anybody else with me? Hello? Okay, I guess I'm all by myself. Let me know down in the comments if you ship these two boys, because I do. And I'm not saying it because of like a Fujoshi thing. I'm saying it because I generally see the connection that they have together. Like, I could watch my friends, like, have a romantic relationship, and you would see the difference. Though, just look at your friends. Like, be a third wheel and look at how your friend and their partner interacts with them. You will see the plain difference. Mikasa was third wheeling this entire goddamn show. Mikasa was the third wheel, not Armin. Mikasa was just here for the ride, okay? And I know there's going to be a lot of Eren x Mikasa relationships going on out there. He did not give a fuck about that woman, okay? The only time that there was like a little bit of spark was when the creator was just like, oh shit, I can't have a queer lead. People would not like that show because they're homophobic. Oh my God. I'm so sick and tired, and this isn't just a Japanese media thing or like an American media thing. This is all media. In all media, there is always a complex relationship, a bond between two people of the same sex. End of story. Like here's a bunch of examples that I have. Literally Sailor Moon and all the scouts, literally Naruto and Sasuke, literally Gojo and Geto. Okay? There's so many complex relationships between people who are of the same sex. Yet they're randomly straight. Or the creator never says anything. This pisses me off so much because the writing is literally there. You are showing us that there is queer undertones in your media, but then you would say that they are straight. It's the classic show don't tell kind of thing, which is a little homophobic because when you think about the whole don't ask, don't tell kind of movement, anyways, there's always romantic subplots that are there. Honestly, though, at this point, I just think that it's homophobia that the author doesn't or like refuses to confirm anything. Authors think that if their main character is confirmed to be queer, then said MC is like weak or it's forced. Like, buddy, it's not weak and it's not forced. Like, sweetheart, did you read the subtext? Did you read in between the lines? Did you not understand the metaphors? Like, you can't look into your best friend's eyes with those bedroom eyes. You see? You got some fuck me eyes, okay? Oh my god, go back to the pool scene. Like right here. I remember watching this episode with my friends, and Armin was just giving the biggest bedroom eyes ever to Eren. And then I even said out loud to my friends, y'all, do you think they're gonna kiss? And then they hugged. I was like, wait, what the fuck? I just want to know why. Why does media continue to push away clearly queer-coded characters away and make them straight? And you might be wondering and you might be offended about me saying queer. I don't want to say the whole entire acronym, LGBTQ+. Like, dude, that's so long, I just say queer, okay? Leave me alone, okay? You have two male leads that have such a complex history and dynamic, but at the end, they have wives? No! It doesn't make any sense. Armin only loves Annie because of Bertolt, okay? After Bertolt, left his body or something like that, they shouldn't have been together because it just doesn't make any sense. And there's not even a single hint of it until the end of season 4, and it just pisses me off so much. It is a glass closet, we could all see through it. I just think it is such a big waste of writing, and yes, there are characters that have a deep relationship that are not automatically gonna think that they are gay, okay? Like, Light and Elle have a complex relationship. They are not in love at all. Like, hell no. Light and Elle are not in love. They have a complex relationship, but they are not in love because they are enemies. Okay? Do you see the difference? Oh my god. Probably my most favorite ship in all of anime is Natsu and Lucy from Fairy Tail. They have such a complex and depth relationship, yet they're not canon. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, that shit pisses me off, but that's another video for another day. But with the way Eren and Armin look into each other's eyes, and the way they act for each other, and the way they care about each other, there is literally no hetero explanation for this. There is literally nothing straight about this at all. Eren x Armin should have been Endgame. They should have kissed in this scene. It just makes sense. And I'm not saying that because I'm a dirty fujoshi, but I'm saying that because on the writer's point, it's the most logical. Like, the writer has spent writers can spend years and years building up these relationships, and just to push them underneath the rug and be like, oh yeah, it doesn't really matter because they're actually straight. Huh? You just, come on, buddy, are we watching the same thing? You can't disagree with me with this, okay? I mean, you obviously can, but in no way are you going to change my mind that Armin and Eren were literally canonically in love with each other. And it makes me so angry at the fact that being gay or queer in the world of AOT is seen as okay. Back to what I was saying about Ymir and Historia. They are canonically in love, they're canonically lovers, and everyone's just yeah, they're lovers and they're both girls, it's okay, whatever. There's homophobia doesn't exist in the AOT world, so I literally do not understand why they didn't get together. But homophobia exists in our world. That's why they didn't get together. Some people are probably going to be in the comment section saying, oh my god, well, they couldn't get together because of X, Y, and Z. Okay, well then at least make them, kiss in that pool scene. You can't just be staring at each other's eyes, giving the fuck me eyes, and then you just... No. Also, another thing is that, I know a lot of people in our world say that gay people will burn in hell, and putting that out of, please don't take that, please do not take that out of context. But I know a lot of people would say, gay people burn in hell. You burn in hell because that's against God. That's against my religion. Gay people all burn in hell. And then having Eren and Armin saying that they're gonna burn in hell together.
だから、これからはずっと一緒だね。
先に待ってる。地獄。
Like, is that not a metaphor? Is that not a metaphor? Like, people say that gay people are gonna burn in hell, but then you make a scene where you're having these two guys staring each other's eyes saying, I'm gonna wait in hell for you. I'm gonna burn in hell for you. Because you're my best bro. Like, no. What the fuck? This is clearly a metaphor. This whole pool scene is just one big metaphor for them. They literally explored the world together. They literally went around the world together. Armin and Eren's dream. That wasn't Mikasa's dream. That was Armin and Eren's dream. That was their thing. That's what bonded them together, seeing the outside world. And they accomplished that. And then they say that they're going to burn in hell together for all eternity. He didn't say that to his wife. He didn't say that to Mikasa. He didn't say that to Annie. They said it to each other. That is just one big metaphor for, I'm gay, I love you, I don't care what anyone else says, I'm going to burn in hell with you. Anyways, you could disagree with me in the comments. I do not care. I'm looking at the time and I have been yapping for almost like 20 minutes now, so I'm going to cut this short. I don't know what I'm going to put for visuals because every time I put like scenes of a show, I always get copyrighted. So I'm just going to be playing a game for the visuals, and then I'm also going to be adding pictures so you have like, you know, visual representation about what I am saying. Thank y'all so much for watching. Thank y'all for listening to my yap sesh. Anyways, Eren and Armin are canon. Bye!